Spoilers! Spoilers! This video contains spoilers. If you're watching the Draw with T series and you don't want to see the finished cards, then skip this video. However, if you do want to buy my cards, please watch this video then, because I'm going to be showing you all the designs I have for sale. Alright guys, it's that time of year again. It is the holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, Festivus. I have Christmas cards for sale. Now, I've been making Christmas cards for 9 years now, and it all started with I just made a family card, and then every year after that, I kept making a card. All the cards had the same character on it, little Rudolph, which kind of became its own character. But anyway, since I started this YouTube channel, I decided that I would show you guys what I've got for sale, just in case any of you guys want to buy it, which would be amazing. So I've got two kinds of cards for sale. I'm going to show you the cheaper option first, and we're going to go with the more expensive option. So the cheaper option I have are these small little postcards. These are old stock from previous years. This is back when I just made these for my parents, and it was just cheaper back then to get a whole bunch of these little 4x6 postcards to ship and all that. But there's always some left over, so yeah. Oh man, there. Let's put them. Oh, yeah. I didn't really think about the big light, so I apologize for this. So let's go through these cards kind of in order. So I've got this design here. This is the oldest design that I kind of have leftovers of. This is when we first started printing, getting them printed like this. The older ones aren't so great. And yeah, it's just a basic postcard. It's not very thick. It's pretty, these two designs are pretty thin. I'm only selling these while supplies last. Once they're gone, they're gone. I'm probably not going to get more of these printed unless I have a proper lots of people that want these cards, because I have to buy the envelopes separate. This one in particular, this is last year's design, and this one actually has a fancy backing, but I'm still selling it for the same price I'm selling all of these, even though it's more expensive to print. So all of these are $2.50 a card, and that's $2.50 Canadian, so if you're American, that's pretty cheap. Each card comes with an envelope. I don't have one on hand. The envelopes don't quite fit. They're a little bit, there's one dimension where they're a little bit more, but I mean, you're getting a very small, flat card. I don't think it matters so much if the envelope is like plush. I don't have any sort of deal on them because I've got a limited stock, and despite them having been cheap to print, at $2.50 a card, I can't really cut much more than that. Otherwise, I'm just giving them away for free. And yeah, so that's option one. And you know what? These cards are great if you want to support me, because I'm not like a huge artist. I don't really make much money off of my art. You want to support me, but you don't got a lot of money. You're maybe concerned a bit about shipping, or heck, if you've got a lot of people that you want to send off cards to, these are great. They're small. They're relatively cheap. They get the job done. It's, Merry Christmas, and then, you can write whatever on the back. This one's really nice. I do have quite a few of these. I believe I have somewhere in the range of 40 of these, maybe 50. I could be wrong. But yeah. So let's move on to the second type. So these are your classic 5x7 folded cards. They all feature custom art. This is my art on the front. This is my art on the inside, and of course my art on the back. So they're pretty luxurious cards. Most cards that I've seen, most custom cards I've seen, just don't have that same level of quality. And these come with an envelope, of course. And I'm selling these for $6 Canadian for one. Or if you get, say, 5, just any random 5 here. If you choose to get 5, then it's 5 for $25. So basically, if you buy 5 cards or more, it becomes $5 a card. Yeah, so it's 25 for 5, and if you want to add another card, that becomes 30. If you want to add another one, that becomes 35. And yeah, so these, let me go through these again. So this is 2016's card design. I actually had, for this one and this one, I had to go back in and design some new art for the inside. So, you know, it's just, this one is just Derpy Deer skating around. This card actually is a bit more purple than it appears here. I'm gonna try and edit that in Premiere Pro. There'll be a note here somewhere that says if I was successful or not. So if there isn't a note, then assume this card is more purple, and if there is a note, ignore this. It's probably adjusted to be purple. This has my favorite inside design. I just love this. May you skate into a stellar Christmas and a magical new year. Yeah, and then my stuff on the back. This one was very popular and still is. Merry Christmas. And then that on the back. And last year's design again. This one also is a little bit more purple right in here. Again, there will be kind of like a note or something if it's adjusted. This also isn't so blown out. I do apologize. I'm new to this video editing stuff, and I just haven't really had the time to go in and understand it. I mean, it's a whole field of study, and I don't really expect myself to master it, so I hope you guys can be patient and put up with it. So these 4 cards are new this year. So here's this one. This one is actually a redo of the first card that I ever did. It's very loosely based on it. I will probably stick like here, or just we'll cut to black and I'll show you the original because I don't really have it on hand right now, and to grab it would be kind of a pain. Here's the back. You know, it's just a cute little thing where Derpy Deer is just popping out. Her horns are going through the present. This is the inside. You know, presents are great, but the greatest gift of all is your presents. I came up with that. I hope it's not atrocious. Let's do the other reindeer card. So this is this year's premiere card. This was just kind of a bonus redo, but this is like the card this year that I'm sending out to all friends and family unless they request one of the other cards, which we'll get to. I know you guys are hot on the Krampus. So yeah, this one is based on this one because this one is so popular and I realized people love food. And this was such a good color palette. It took me a long time to come up with that palette, so I figured why not do a part 2 card. You guys have probably heard me talking about this before if you've seen any of my Draw with Tea episodes. Here is the inside of it. Isn't it lovely? May your Christmas and New Year be as sweet as pudding with a cherry on top. Here's little Derpy Deer just sunk in amongst the food, and there's that pudding again. Man. Don't we all want to be like this on Christmas? And the back's really simple, just a little pudding. I really like this card. I really hope people like that card. Alright, and now on to the non-reindeer cards. This one I took a chance on. It's the Krampus. It's the rock and roll rebel Krampus. You've been naughty. And the reds aren't quite as carmine as this. They are nice and red. This may seem like a light cream, but it's actually more of a dark, like a creamy yellow, kind of like what you might expect in vintage cards. Open it up. This is a little bit more cream than white, and there you go, Merry Krampus. And one of my favorite little doodles that I did of the Krampus, doing this doodle, I said it multiple times, but when I drew this as a sketch, that basically set the whole tone for the card. And on the back, another Krampus. Yeah, I really like this card. And I'm hoping other people do, because I do have a lot of this. I took a chance, and I'm hoping they sell. Also, something a little different, you make the Yuletide gay. I really want... I made this card because I wanted it. Here's the back. You know, it's a nice spread. The inside is a very, very pastel colored of it. Have a fabulous Christmas and a flamboyant New Year. I basically made this card because I wanted one to just set out and peer and look at, because I love rainbow stuff. I love it. Yeah, so you can get any one of these cards for $6. You can get 5 for $25, and that's Canadian. So if you're in America, I mean, it's a really good deal. Our dollar sucks. You know, it's a good time to take advantage of that. However, now to talk about shipping. So, unfortunately, I can't offer free shipping. despite having all of this, despite whatever perception you might have of me, I barely sell anything. I just do not have the ability to ship these cards for free. If I did, I would have to charge more for them, and instead of doing that, I decided I would just rather sell the cards at a flat rate and offer shipping wherever. So basically, here's the deal, guys. If you're interested in these cards, let me know. Either let me know in the comments, email me, DM me on Instagram, however you want to contact me. I would say it's probably best to leave a comment in this video just so we can touch base and find a method of communication that works for us. And then we can discuss where you are, how many cards you want, and I can calculate the shipping for you. There's going to be a cost, and I just want to give that cost, you know, I just want to be honest with you guys rather than guessing and taking more money than it's worth. I don't know. I'm new to this. So yeah, these are my Christmas card designs, and don't forget about these postcard ones. So if you're interested, it would mean a lot to me if you guys did buy some cards, because I did order a lot of cards this year. And especially with these 4, and I would love to see them shipped out. You know, it's just nice knowing people enjoy my art. However, if for whatever reason, if you don't want these cards, but you still want to support me, guys, I have a Ko-fi. It's going to be in the description. It's always been in the description, but I'm going to have it a little higher up where you typically, you know, read about the video. I would heavily, heavily appreciate even just one little Ko-fi. I mean, it means a lot to me. I like, you know, I'm no millionaire. I don't make very much, and I appreciate every little bit that comes by. If you don't know what Ko-fi is, it's basically just a little website you sign up to, and it allows you to donate through PayPal to people, whether those people are artists or whatever. It's just basically a nice little fancy way of giving somebody a couple dollars. And since I'm Canadian, I believe your donations are in Canadian. So again, Americans, you can, instead of giving me $3, it's actually like $2.50 or something. I will do my best, if you are interested, to ship them in time of when you need them. If you're seeing this a little late, I might not be able to get them to you in time for you to ship them to whoever you need to. We'll work, you know, I'm willing to try and work something out. Okay, guys, that's it. Have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy the holiday season. Have a good one, guys.